We are back with another episode of Chef's Kiss. It's me, Peter, and John. What's up, John?
What's up, buddy? What's going on, man? Dude, rocking the Cubby hats today.
Dude, definitely the nicest hats on a podcast today. Absolutely. We have two
Shout out to my wife. It's the throwback 1990 All Star Game logo.
Yes.
It was the last time they had it in Wrigley, which was pretty sweet, by the way. I saw it on ESPN Classic one time. And home run derby was amazing because they were hitting bombs onto Waveland and Sheffield, and hitting windows. I was like, that's such a great atmosphere for home run derby. It's so fun.
Mark McGuire picked up Barry Bonds on the field. They were wrestling almost.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So
awesome.
They use that patch on a bunch of hats. So they'll put that patch on a bunch of different Cubs hats too. I have a couple like that. But yeah, it's quality, dude. Love it. This one just a Wrigley Ivy patch.
Cool. And that's the same. I think that's the same logo, Cubs logo for the Tennessee Smokies AA, right? I'm pretty sure.
Probably, yeah.
That Cub. Yeah. Very cool.
That makes sense. We are snazzy, dude. Pretty
snazzing it up. Snazzing it up for 4th of July. All Star Week is coming up. So pretty pumped about that. Before we get into some of our topics, why are you so sunburned?
It was just from yesterday. Some call it sunburn, some call it tan.
Because I saw your story. I saw your story, your reel, and you were just your kid was crying. You were super sunburned.
And I had to listen to Taylor Swift on the way home. So, yeah, we were up in Tom's River yesterday. It's North Jersey, Central Jersey.
Tom's River, New Jersey, the Little League World Series heroes?
Exactly, yes.
Dude.
So yeah,
I remember watching them, them being the team. I remember watching them.
Yeah.
Tom's River, New Jersey. Didn't they do a 30 for 30 on them?
I'm not sure, but I know Todd Frazier is from there.
Todd Frazier
he's a hometown boy over there. So, yeah. So we were just obviously I just didn't wear any skin protection. I went golfing today and added to it, but I did wear sunscreen, so it worked out.
Nice. Well, you learn.
You got to get a little burn. Something. You got to get a little burn to get tan.
To get that tan, 100%.
Got to break a couple eggs to make an omelet. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, man. I get it.
It happens.
100%. I'm looking forward to the 4th tomorrow. I'll be at poolside at my parents' house all day because they have a pool. My wife and son are in Seattle, so they are not around. So I don't know what to do with myself. I can't believe how much free time I have. It's crazy. Your life becomes so regimented with kids, and now that they're gone, I'm I don't know what to do with myself. It's crazy, but I'm very pumped.
What have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Let's see.
Just laying on the couch enjoying
on
your
Sunday.
silence?
I'm playing MLB The Show, which is awesome. I watched 6 episodes of this new Apple Plus show that we'll talk about later and things that we're watching. Just chilling out, relaxing, sitting in my backyard with my dog. Yeah, it's just. It's been great. It's been awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully they never come back.
I miss them. Hey, camera, we're recording this. You can cut this as a social clip. I miss my family terribly. That being said, the free time is nice. I'd be lying if I said it was nice. Being able to sleep in until 7 a.m. has been a treat for me because my son wakes up at 5:15. But let's talk about MLB All Stars. They were announced. I want to talk about, first let's talk about who made it, and then I want to talk about some snubs and then people we don't really think should be on it. So, the starters for the American League, Jonah Heim from the Rangers, Yandy Diaz from the Rays, Marcus Semien from Texas. Basically, this whole lineup should be Texas. Josh Young from Texas, Corey Seager, and then Trout, Randy Rosarino from Tampa, Aaron Judge. Does that make sense? He's been hurt a lot, and then Shohei Ohtani, obviously. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. You just cut out.
Okay.
So
did you
what
catch all
do you
that?
want to cover first?
So I think
you cut out when you were talking shit about Aaron Judge.
I agree with that whole lineup. Like, Texas has been phenomenal this year, but should Aaron Judge really, for all the time he's missed, should he be on the All-Star team? Should he be starting?
I say absolutely, John. He is a generational kind of talent. Whether he was on the IL, whether he wasn't, doesn't matter. Are you going to tell me Jonah Heim deserves a spot as catching over, I know they're different positions, but Aaron Judge? When I look at this lineup, I think everybody looks correct. Jonah Heim, I don't know. I mean, Yandy Diaz has been playing great. Everything else kind of checks out. But absolutely, I think Aaron Judge belongs there. Granted, even if he's hurt, he's still going to go ahead and do what he does. Mike Trout gets the benefit of the doubt all the time. Mike Trout's never healthy, yet he always gets the benefit of the doubt. So I say yes.
Before you diss Jonah Heim in, let's see, 284 plate appearances has a WRC plus of 121, which is pretty phenomenal. The same as Marcus Semien. That's pretty good.
21% better than league average.
I'm just saying. National League starters. Dude, I feel like Texas, there's like not a weak link in Texas's lineup or Atlanta's lineup. This All-Star game might as well be Atlanta versus Texas. So National League catching, Sean Murphy from Atlanta. First base, Freddie Freeman. Second base, Luis Ariz, which I think he's trying to get 400. I think he's at 388 batting average right now. That dude is awesome. Nolan Arenado, Orlando Arcia, Acuna Jr., Mookie Betts, Corbin Carroll, who's amazing. Again, we've talked about this all the time, but I watch a lot of West Coast baseball because I fall asleep watching baseball, and I've been watching more Diamondbacks games. That dude's a stud. He's so good. And then JD Martinez from the Dodgers as well. So all deserving, except for maybe Nolan Arenado. I just feel like they were just like, we'll give it to him because he's the third baseman. But I don't know if he's been that stellar, in my opinion. But yeah, those are your starters. Pitchers, we'll go American League first. Felix Bautista from Baltimore. Cano from Baltimore. Luis Castillo from Seattle. Class A from Cleveland. Garrett Cole, definitely deserving. Eovaldi's had a bounce back. Sonny Gray, Minnesota. Kenley Jansen, Boston. Michael Lorenzen from Detroit. Shane McClanahan, who's been amazing. Otani, and then Framber Valdez, who's been great from Houston. So, happy.
So on this list, John, you have Mike.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
John?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you were cutting out. I was saying on this list, John, here we have Michael Lorenzen. Michael Lorenzen, I think, has a 4-point-something ERA, if I'm not mistaken.
It's his first All-Star appearance, and he plays on Detroit, who's terrible. So they don't have a ton to pick with.
Okay, so why does he get the nod here? I don't understand. He's got a 4.28 ERA.
That's bad.
2 wins and 6 losses. What says All-Star about Michael Lorenzen? Can you tell me?
He plays for Detroit, and
2 and 6,
and they're terrible, and they needed a pitcher because I bet a couple people backed out. That's my guess.
Okay, but so we're just forcing people to be on the All-Star team because they need representation from every team.
Well, that's a great point. So, do you think there has to be a representative from each of the 30 teams? I would argue no. I would argue if you don't perform, like if Atlanta is killing it, all of their players should be on the All-Star team. Same with Texas. You know what I mean? I don't think you have to have a representative of the A's. You know what I mean?
2015 Royals, 2016 Cubs. 2015 Royals, the entire infield and outfield, they were all Royals players. 2015 All-Star Game. 2016 All-Star Game, they were all Cubs players.
Right.
They both went on to win the World Series. That's what you want to see. I don't care to see players on, whatever team sucks. The A's. Do we need to see anybody from the A's? No, we don't need to see
absolutely not. And we probably don't need to see anyone from Detroit. Especially not Michael Lorenzen, who has an over 4 ERA. That's the only reason he's on there. and it's his first one. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like if you don't have a great season, it's no big deal. You just can't make the All-Star team, and I don't think you need representation from every club. I think that's ridiculous.
John, would you be embarrassed? I would be embarrassed
for
if
sure.
I know.
Oh yeah.
If I had 2-4 record, and you're like, or 2-6.
Well,
you're like, hey guys, I'm an All-Star.
So imagine you're Michael Lorenzen, and you come in to the All-Star, to the American League All-Star, clubhouse, and you're sitting in the middle of Shohei Ohtani and Shane McClanahan and Garrett Cole, and Emmanuel Clase and Eovaldi, and you're like, and Gossman, you're like, what am I doing here? It's kind of like that. Yeah. The participation trophy thing. It's actually there's been studies shown that the person receiving the trophy who really didn't earn it, and that person really knows, actually makes them feel worse because they feel like they didn't a trophy and they got one still. So it actually doesn't necessarily help. It actually kind of hurts them.
Yeah, or the spot that you stole it from someone else, someone that was more
that too.
From them
However, though, I think I don't know if I talked about this in a previous podcast. The counter to that about participation trophies is there's been a steady decline in youth sports all across the board except for one sport, golf. And a way to get more people included in athletic events is to give them, some sort of incentive, a prize at the end of the year, a trophy. That is an incentive. And so these sociologists and psychologists, we talk about, you and I don't agree on participation trophies. We think you should earn it, and I agree, and I think you agree with that as well. But they have said, if participation trophies can get more young kids playing sports and off their phones and out of the house, we're all for it. You know what I mean? So it's just something to think about. Yes, participation trophies aren't great, but they do help more people come out and participate in sports versus playing Fortnite for 15 hours. So that's basically, those are the All-Stars. I think we talked about... National League pitchers. So we didn't talk about National League pitchers.
Well, you don't have to list. Okay, yeah. Well, you don't have to list them. Tell me if anybody that you think doesn't belong on that list.
Josiah Gray from Washington?
Yeah.
I mean, Zach Gallen's a shoo-in. Okay, Kershaw's been awesome. Justin Steele has been really, really good. You just tweeted about
2 representatives from the
and then
Cubs.
Stroman's been phenomenal, and Devin Williams too has been. I'd probably say, but again, Josiah Gray, he plays in Washington.
Mm-hmm. That's the
know what I mean?
Right. That
stands out. So look, it's who doesn't belong, and then the correlation could be what team are they on? Okay, Washington sucks. I'm gonna look up his numbers though, real quick.
Yeah, Justin Steele, Marcus Stroman, 2 dogs coming out of the Cubs.
Okay.
And it's been great to watch them, and very well deserving. Justin Steele's first one of many.
Josiah Gray. Right now, regular season stats. Checking him out. He's got over a 5 ERA at home. He's 2-3. Not great.
It's got All-Star written all over it.
Not what you want in your All-Stars.
How about, what do you think about Whit Merrifield? Do you think that's justified or no? Because all I see here is a 1.2 WAR, 30 RBIs, 282 batting average, only 2 home runs. Whit Merrifield, and we also don't see Rafael Devers. We don't see Wander Franco. I think those guys are well deserving. I don't know about Whit Merrifield.
I agree. But again, Kansas City, right? Who are you going to pick from Kansas City? Okay. What All-Star representative? Okay. So that the question then you want to dig into this. So,
well, no, he plays for the Blue Jays.
Excuse me, the Blue Jays. That's what I'm sorry. Yeah. That makes absolutely no sense. at all. I feel like I feel like people like him though. I feel like he's a name that people just associate with great. Because
two-hit hit.
Like people just like
hit.
him.
Yeah.
So that can't be explained. I don't understand the criteria. Maybe because the fans like him. I don't know. Does that play a part in this? Maybe the Aaron Judge factor.
Oh yeah, it's a fan vote, of course.
Who do the fan?
I just don't see how Rafael Devers and Wander Franco.
I can't believe Devers didn't make it. That's criminal.
Wander Franco has a 4.2 WAR. Yeah. I mean, come on.
I agree with that. 100%. Moving to the home run derby. All right. So your participants: Adley Rutschman from the Orioles. I think that's awesome. They just announced that today. Pete Alonso. He has won. This is his fourth derby in 5 years. He won it in 19 and 21. He has a chance to join Ken Griffey Jr. as the only three-time winner of the home run derby. Randy Arozarena from the Rays, Mookie Betts from the Dodgers, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from the Blue Jays, and obviously Julio Rodriguez from the Mariners, who was just phenomenal last year. So I think this is a really, really solid home run derby list. Who do I think is going to win? I think Alonso. I don't know. Alonso takes it so seriously, and he wants to win so bad. And this is supposed to be like a fun thing, but he takes it to a new level where like he's ultra competitive and really wants to win this thing.
He's the biggest try-hard in
Yes.
baseball. He's the biggest try-hard, which makes him a true boner. He's a true boner. John, he went and deadlifted in between rounds. Come on, dude. You are a boner.
Yeah. Well, it's like
you're a weirdo.
It's supposed to be a fun thing.
I picked him. I picked him for most home runs this season, so I'm fine with it. I obviously I know he hits a lot of home runs. I picked him for most home runs this season, but yeah, when it comes to home runs, he does take it serious, and that's fine, dude. He wants to be the home run champ. That's cool. But the whole like deadlifting and like he's in the box, I don't like him. He's just not likable.
Right, and then again, he's going for 3 wins, which would tie Ken Griffey Jr., the complete antithesis of Pete Alonso, someone who didn't lift, had their hat backward, was super cool, calm and collective, and had probably this it's super cool, and super chill, and hitting bombs with tremendous ease with his absolutely gorgeous swing. So if Alonso wins, it'll be a very different type of winner than Griffey was. Completely different. Because there's nothing about Pete Alonso that's cool. Absolutely nothing.
No, how about when he hit that home run and he goes, "Throw it again, please. Throw it again." Like a dickhead. Thought he was so cool.
He would be an annoying teammate. I feel like if I was on the Mets, he is a guy I probably would not want to hang out with. Like he would just not be he wouldn't be fun, and if he did get drunk, he would be like a problem. You'd be like, "Oh God, like Alonso's drunk again." Like this night's gonna suck. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't be a fun drunk. Yeah. He would be like, shit, we got to take care of this guy because he's one of our best players and we don't want him doing anything stupid. Like fighting someone at the bar. He would 100% fight someone at a bar drunk.
Yeah. Well, John, I think the biggest person to win other than Pete Alonso, I would say Vladimir Guerrero Jr., obviously, and just because I think, what was it, last year or the year before, he put on a show in the second to last round, and then he kind of like pooped out.
You mean got tired?
I forgot how many home runs. Yeah, got tired and pooped out. So I really think he's got a shot. We saw what Julio did. Julio put up an amazing, what was it, first or second round last year?
He's awesome.
I was there and watched it live, and it was awesome to watch. So, like you said, great field this
Definitely.
year.
So you tweeted about this a while ago, but I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to share my screen for our good people. So you tweeted about this, I think, a week or so ago, but we had skipped a couple pods. Where is it? It's this. So, can you see my screen? What about now?
Yeah,
okay.
I can see it.
So the beer snake which if you don't know, the beer snake is a combination of everyone's beer cups, and you stack them and you make a snake out of them in the bleachers. Okay. Apparently, there are Cub snake rules. You must be sitting down when ball is in play. Number 2, the beginning row cannot be any lower than row 4. Cup snake ends can no longer be no longer than the top of the section. Cup additions must come from just the section. No crossing aisles, no combining, no throwing cups or fan ejected, and no one under 21 can hold or add to the cup snake. Can't even add to the cup snake if you're under 21. Cup snake will be dismantled down in the 8th inning. If cup snake is interfering with fans or is making a negative impact on the fan experience, it will be taken down. These can't be real rules because, like, there's nothing official from the Cubs. I feel like someone has season tickets to the bleachers at Wrigley and has been annoyed by this snake, and then just wrote this on Microsoft Word, printed out a bunch of copies, and like threw them on the bleachers. I don't know if this is coming from the Cubs.
Well, the Cubs, those security guards, they do take them down when it does get out of hand.
Yeah, but like these specific rules, like who wrote these?
Sure.
This is not like legit.
Well, I mean, I would expect some Cubs letterhead or something.
Of course, something. This looks like someone just printed this off their computer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I found a couple typos.
Of course, yeah. Like if Snake Hub is interfering with fans or is making negative impact on the fan experience, comma, it will be taken down. Also, there's no period. I'm not trying to be the grammar police. All I'm saying is this is ridiculous. No, like, let people have fun.
It hasn't been proofread.
Like, why?
So, John,
what's the big deal?
I agree. See, okay, let's keep that photo up there, right there. So I agree. Actually, here, take it down so we can get this both us on the screen, so we can still cut this up for socials.
Okay.
Perfect. So I would agree. Half and half. Okay. I'm all for people having fun, getting drunk, having fun, doing all that stuff. Okay, that's true. Also true. I don't want to be annoyed by the obnoxious fans all game long, okay, right? You're there with your son, John, right? You're watching the baseball game. You're trying to have some good family. It's the friendly confines, right? You don't want 27 drunk 23-year-olds behind you. Yeah, the snake! I mean, for 5-6 innings straight, right? That's going to get old fast. So as I get older, I'm more so with like the sit down, kid, watch the game. You know what I mean?
Me too. Like, you're ruining the experience. I came here to like not get wasted. I came here to have a couple beers and actually enjoy the game of baseball. And especially if you're with your kid, and they're older, it's such a special time because you want to enjoy the game and then you want to teach her or him, like, hey, or have a scorecard. Be like, this is how you score a game. All right, this guy is leading off first base. A left-hander can, pick off a different than a right-hand. Like simple things. You want to explain that. I'm totally with you. As I go to games now, I get annoyed real quick of like drunken bullshit. Like I have zero tolerance for that now. None.
And then the cursing that goes with it too. Like I went to the game it was just me and my wife.
Dude, you sound like such an old person. You're like, these kids with their cursing now?
Yeah.
I know, but it's crazy. Like I know. I get what you mean, man. It's like
it's like white trash Philly kids, and like they're like already like half in the bag, and they're screaming, and like I'm like, I don't care. It's me and my wife. It's here. But then it's just like, all right, dude, shut up. It's enough. They're like,
well, let's say you took your daughter to that game and she's 6. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be like, not happening. Yeah. Like it's not gonna happen.
Right.
I'm with you, man. I get it too. I want them to have.
You know what they got now?
What?
They have numbers that you can text and then text your section and say someone's being a problem without you being like, I'm going to tell. So you could be like a secret
Wow.
So they have numbers that you can text your section.
And they'll never know.
So all the security guards come up exactly. They don't know who it is, but all you can do is text. And then the security comes by and then they see what's going on and who's yelling, and then they handle it. It's very
and then that drunk person who gets reprimanded shouts at everyone around them, be like, "Let me see your phone. Show me your phone.
Yeah.
Who among you is a traitor?"
Essentially,
God, that's crazy, dude. It's so smart too, because you don't want to be. First of all, you don't want to confront a drunk, crazy person in the bleachers. Like, you don't want to do that, especially if it was your kid or whatever. Like, you just don't want to deal with that bullshit. That's great. That's genius. Cool. Well,
brilliant.
So moving on, I want to talk about what we're watching right now, what shows, movies, anything that we're enjoying right now. So I have a couple of recommendations.
Okay.
Do you have any recommendations? Other than Jury Duty, which I did watch the first episode, it was absolutely hilarious. Dude, I cannot believe how many people like went in on that prank. Like, so many, even the people like Marsden, like, you know, coming in before, you know, the trial, and they're all like just hanging out there. Like, how many people were dedicated to this fake trial for this one person? Oh God, like, that's what I love. Like, everyone was totally in the commitment. It was hilarious. And he like didn't know what movie he was in. He's like, "Oh man, I knew you looked familiar." He's like, "Yeah, X-Men." And Marston's like listing off all his like accomplishments and his resume. It was great.
What is this called? Okay, this is what I watched and what I binged on. It's called The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. Have you heard of it?
No, what's it on?
Okay, it's on HBO Max, okay? This family, picture perfect American family with 3 kids, decides to adopt a girl from the Ukraine. She's a dwarf. They meet her in this warehouse in Florida. Very weird circumstances. The people that get adoption agency, very shady stuff. They drop another parent, like parents dropped her off. So she's a dwarf. She's a dwarf, right? And comes into their home, and she's supposed to be 6 years old. But the parents think she's like a 20-year-old woman, right? All these things are happening. They bring someone who's speaks Ukrainian to talk to her, and then she doesn't know. She doesn't know what she's saying. She doesn't know any Ukraine. But you've just lived there for 5 years. We got you. Why don't you know Ukrainian? And then she doesn't speak with an accent. And then the parents are all whacked out. And it's a good one, John. 6 episodes. It's like 45 minutes.
I had a lot of time on my hands because my wife and son are gone until the 11th. Like, I'm so like, literally I have a list of things. Like, I went to the movies on Sunday yesterday while watching 6 episodes of this Apple TV Plus show I've been watching on Sunday. Dude, that sounds great. Is it the case of Natalia Gray? Is it? Grace. Okay. Dude, so maybe.
Yes.
So is it like, since she's a dwarf, she's like, I'll pose as a child to get out of, I don't know, war-torn Ukraine or whatever, and then come to America. I'll do anything to get. Is that it?
Or she's a 20-year-old American.
All right, no spoilers. Stop. I'll watch it.
She's at the bed. The parents claim that she tried to murder them.
What?
She was at the bedside with a knife. Right? So you get one side of the story, and you're thinking like, oh my God, this girl is, she's a 20-year-old, whatever. And then you hear the other side of the story. Very good. Okay, that's one, John. Okay, that's one. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. Okay, the other one is called Take Care of Maya. Have you heard about this one?
No, what's that one?
Okay, you're gonna hate this. I hated it, okay? It's about a family who takes their daughter to the hospital because she has a condition, and she had to get treatment they took her to Mexico to get treatment, and the cure
Are they from Mexico or are they from the States?
Ketamine. No. They're just Americans.
Why would they go to
Mexico?
Mexico? Why would they go to Mexico for this?
Because there was nobody was finding any kind of remedies for this, so it was like an experimental kind of thing.
Shit.
The answer was ketamine. Ketamine is like
it's a horse
drug,
tranquilizer,
like
essentially.
Drug. So it's like exactly. So they used ketamine, but it helped alleviate her symptoms, right? And then they took her to the hospital because she was going into pain again. The hospital says that the parents are neglecting her or abusing her. The hospital essentially kidnaps this child and keeps her. and the parents are all of a sudden on trial now. The cops are like, you guys are under arrest. You're under investigation. They can't even see their kid. They have to talk to over the phone. And they find out that there are many other cases that have done the same thing from this hospital in St. Pete, Florida.
So this hospital's in Florida?
Yes. And it was one caseworker. All it takes is one caseworker to be like, this is a neglected child. This child is being abused, and then that's it. And now the hospital has complete control over your child. They essentially kidnapped her. They kidnapped her for weeks. And then I'm not going to tell you what happens, but it gets worse.
God, I don't know if I can watch that one.
As a parent,
I don't know if I can watch that one.
Pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's heartbreaking.
Okay, I'm not going to watch that one, but it does.
But
it does sound interesting and eye-opening. I can't do medical.
Sure.
I just can't right now. No, my son, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't mind dark shows.
I
It just
know.
can't be about anything medical with children.
Yes.
I can't handle it right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
But that sounds
just makes you
that's
double,
fascinating
you
and
know,
something I probably would have watched 4 months ago. Okay. So are those all your recs, or do you have more?
Yep. Nope. Those
Cool.
are the two.
Okay, I've pitched this to you before. I don't even know if you've watched it. The Bear on Hulu. Have you watched it?
Have not.
It's so good. I know. I'm gonna go as I know you. I'm gonna go as far as to say, like, I'm gonna guarantee that you will love this show. Okay, like, I'm gonna guarantee it. That's how confident I am that you're gonna like this show. I just watched season 2.
They were talking about it at the barbecue.
Yeah,
yesterday.
because it's amazing.
People love
It's
it.
phenomenal. It's so good, and I'm guaranteeing you will like it. So there's 2 seasons. Season 2 just came out. It's amazing. And then the show I'm watching, I watched 6 episodes. I know. But it's amazing what you can get done when you don't have a kid or a wife around. Again, but I do love them. I want that on record. But I watched 6 episodes yesterday. Silo on Apple Plus. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's about 10,000 people about 10,000 people living in the silo and underground, and that's just I don't want to spoil it, but there's more secrets that are uncovered, like why they're down there, and because apparently the air is, toxic above them. But is it? Yeah. You have to
Like a cult.
dude. But it's a whole colony. It's like, oh, the rebellion. So we saved you all, and it's 10,000 people in this silo that they made. But, dude, it's really good. I have.
And this is true, or is it?
No, it's fiction. But it's very, very good. I mean, the Bear is also fiction, and it's phenomenal. So those are my 2 recommendations: The Bear on Hulu, Silo, and Apple Plus. Check them out. Last but not least, 4th of July is coming up. Happy 4th tomorrow. We're all off. It's awesome.
Yes.
What's your best 4th of July memory, and then kind of what are your plans? How are you going to spend it?
Well, 4th of July is my second favorite holiday behind Halloween.
Halloween is
ideal
my
4th
favorite
of July.
holiday too. It is the most fun, especially as I get older as an adult.
Yeah.
Halloween's the best.
Yeah, you celebrate. I celebrate all month long. The whole month of October.
October is the best month too. Playoff baseball,
premier
football.
month.
October is the best month. Love it.
And anybody that says otherwise,
My wife and I got married October 5th. Like that's
That's when we got married.
I know we talked about it.
Talk about
yeah.
that.
2019.
We have the same anniversary.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, October
Same day.
October 5th, 2019. That's when the same day. That's
The same
crazy.
day.
I know it was the same date. I didn't know it was the same year. That's nuts.
Same year, right before
Yeah,
COVID,
dude.
Yeah, we
were the last.
ones to get it in.
Everyone talks about that. We were the last time all of us friends and all of us were together. Was like our wedding, and then no one saw anyone until like 21 or whatever.
Right.
So what are you doing for the 4th? What are some of your favorite memories?
So yeah, ideal 4th of July. I've spent so many of them going to the pool with the cooler, eating barbecue, listening to Born in the USA, essentially. A playlist of American songs.
classic.
Just in the pool, getting sun, eating food, and drinking all day. That's pretty much how I spent every 4th of July. And it's just easy. I just like being in the water and getting sun, being around friends and family, and listening to some good American tunes, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
But tomorrow I don't have any plans.
Cool. So tomorrow I'm going to my parents' house. They have an in-ground pool, but I have no responsibilities. I'm going solo. Someone's watching our dog here.
Right.
And I don't know I'm going to be able to swim and not have to watch anyone. I can eat when I want, whenever I want. Like, I'm thrilled. Also, my dad is super into softball this year. He's retired now. He's getting really into it. He never buys anything nice for himself. So for Father's Day, I bought him this really nice composite bat. And then also, he has a game on Wednesday night. So I'm going in for the 4th because I'm off. And then I'm sleeping over. Wednesday, I work remotely, so I'm going to be working from my parents' house during the day. And then he has a game at night. And then before the game, he doesn't know this, but I went to Dick's and bought him like 12 really nice, like that bucket of softballs. I'm going to throw him BP because he loves the bat, but he's not used to it yet. So I'm going to throw him BP before the game so he can get like kind of the feel. And then I'm just going to watch his game on Wednesday night. And then I'm going to drive back Thursday morning. So
nice.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's good, clean family fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And this whole week, like, again, I don't want it to seem that I love my son and my wife, but I have a lot of fun things planned, like movies. We made the playoffs, by the way, for softball. We're the first mashup team, I guess, in Naperville Park District history to make the playoffs. So Friday night, they're all coming over to my house because I'm alone. I have the whole house to myself. And we're going to hang out, have like a team bonding, drink and hang out, play MLB The Show, sit in the back porch, listen to music, and just hang out. So that'll be really fun Friday. Saturday, I'm going to the Dave Matthews Band concert with my cousin Frank at Northerly Island in Chicago. That's going to be...
Yeah, he plays usually around every...
Yeah, that's going to be sick. I can't wait, and I'm so pumped to go.
Is he playing with Tim Reynolds?
No, it's the band. But at Northerly Island, okay. I think with Alex in 2017, we saw Dave and Tim, just both of them, and they were on. Yeah, that was one of the best. I mean, that was amazing. Yeah, but it's the whole band this time. So super pumped. I saw them there at 21. They play every other year at Northern Ireland, and it's just the best venue. I'll go to a concert indoors, but I like the outdoor feel. And we're going to go have a good time out on the lawn, but we're older now, and I bought actual seats because if it's a song I'm not into, I want to sit down. So we have nice seats, like actually in the pavilion, which is great, but we also can go out on the lawn if we want to as well. So super pumped about that. And Sunday, just chilling, and everyone comes back Tuesday, and I'll pick them up from the airport. So, yeah, I'm going to see the new Indiana Jones movie, and, dude, it's all good, man. You're really enjoying yourself. Sleeping until 7 a.m. I can't believe how much energy I have.
Yeah. You don't have to, be on dad duty, which is nice. Everyone needs a break once in a while.
Indeed. Well, happy 4th of July, buddy.
All right, John. Thank you. Hey, real quick, I think the over-under for hot dogs tomorrow is 73.5. Are you going over or under Joey Chestnut's 73.5?
Man. Dude, that's so many hot dogs. I'm gonna go over.
Over 73. Okay.
How much time does he have again? What's the time limit? What are the parameters?
Hold on. Chestnut has won 15 of the last 16 years, including each of the last 7, and set the world record in 21 with 76 hot dogs and buns.
So he can do it.
I'm just looking.
Yeah.
Let's see. The over-under, the over-under set is 73.
If he's done 76 before.
But that's the world record. That was, in 21.
I'm saying yes. I'm going over. What about you?
I would go the under. I would go under 73.5. I'll go contrarian from you. I think it's going to be a hot day. I think that definitely does play a role in it.
I would like to. That's a great question.
At some point,
I would like to know what affects them. Like, is the type of day? Like, do you know? I don't know a lot about the hot dog eating.
He's talked about it. Yeah, he's talked about whether a cooler day is a lot easier to eat and stuff yourself as opposed to a blazing hot.
Interesting.
There was a guy that ran up on stage last year. There was interference.
Oh, wow.
Also, John, is the competition. If he's pulling away by 20 plus hot dogs, and he knows he's not on pace for another world record, who knows what motivation is there? So
that's a good point. Does he have like a young gun, like a challenger, like the next Kobayashi that could come in and challenge him? Well, then you kind of changed my mind. I'm going under now.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know. You knew more information than I did. This was not on the topic list.
John,
you sprung that on me. I was not ready.
I mean, this is just on top of my head. You know who I want to do my funeral eulogy is the guy who announces the eaters at the hot dog eating contest. You know who I'm talking about? That guy is electric, John. He is absolutely one of the greatest showmen I've ever seen in my entire life.
But everyone's going to be sad. Everyone's going to be sad. And you think this guy's going to cheer him up?
He could turn it around. Oh, yeah, he could say, no tears, just beers. Peter, he could really turn it. I just love his energy. The stuff that he says is so clever and funny. So I'm looking forward to that. The intros are really a
for sure,
highlight.
Definitely, 100%. That'll be awesome.
All right, my man.
Cool, dude.
Well, enjoy your Independence Day. Have fun, and then we'll catch up.
Sounds good, buddy. Happy 4th. Later.
Bye, guys.